Tomaz Mueller, Wellbeing artist.
Hello and welcome to my vlog. I am Tomaz Mueller and I am your well-being artist. Today I was going through some of my drawers and cupboard and I found something which I think I would like to share with you. Basically some pictures when I was young, just a few years ago, not too long ago, and I will show you some of the photos that I found. At the time, I was about maybe 12, 13 years old. I was heavily obese. In fact, I was almost as wide as tall. And this picture was taken at my eldest brother's wedding. So this is me as a child, young teenager, slightly overweight, as you can see. If I look at it, I must really laugh. And in my book, The Natural Health Matrix, I share a little bit about my story and how I come to understand the importance of health and well-being and how I got into Ayurveda. I'm not going to talk about it now, but I would like to share with you, at the time, I thought I have to do something. I have to do something to lose weight. And I basically went on a high-fat, high-protein diet. Now I'm much more familiar about the positive benefits of high-fat and high-protein diet. At that time I had no clue. And basically, I think it was about within 6 weeks, I lost at least about 10 to 12 kgs of weight. And pretty much I've been able to maintain the weight loss throughout those couple of years up until now. And what I will do is, or what I have been doing is, in particular in the last 2-3 years, I have been going through intermittent fasting, and that's basically the topic that I would like to talk to you about today. In my regime, basically the last thing I eat is Sunday night. Around 7 o'clock I have my last meal, and then I don't eat on a Monday, and I will eat again breakfast on Tuesday. On Monday I do have hot water, I drink plenty of water, I do have some coffee on the Monday, and this is pretty much it. And I try to keep myself really busy on that day, so it's easy for me to do the fasting. What are the advantages of intermittent fasting? If you Google, there are so many benefits nowadays when it comes to fasting, in particular intermittent fasting. There is a difference between fasting for a long extended period of time and intermittent fasting. A lot of people say, oh, I go through juice fasting once a year, maybe for 6 days, 7 days, 10 days. They just have vegetable juices, and they feel fantastic. Yes, of course, you will lose weight, you will feel fantastic, but what happens is your metabolism after those 7 or 10 days of fasting really starts to slow down, which means you have to be very careful when reintroducing food, and you have to support your metabolic activity to really prevent from gaining that weight or putting that weight back on again very quickly. So intermittent fasting gets your body into a kind of rhythm. Everything that is in a rhythm, your body remembers. And basically, I do this fasting every Monday, as I said, and I have done for the last few years. But if you don't want to do it that religiously, it's also good to do the intermittent fasting maybe once a month, maybe twice a month. The good day would be to do it around new moon. Why new moon? Because the body naturally has the tendency to let go of any accumulated water. The lymph system is naturally detoxifying. As we all know, when it comes towards full moon, we tend to swell up like the tides come in higher and higher. So it's good to time your intermittent fasting around new moon of the month. And also, if you want to take it a step further, in Vedic astrology, which is the sister science of Ayurveda, You would think of fasting on a Saturday, because Saturday is linked to the planet Saturn or Shani, which naturally encourages a more frugal lifestyle on that day. So intermittent fasting around full moon on a Saturday is perfect if you do it once a month. You may choose to do it every 10 days or twice a month. It's really going to be beneficial. Let me just go a little bit into the benefits of intermittent fasting. You give your system a break on a regular basis. That means your body knows once, twice, 3 or 4 times a month, it gets a chance to really rest. That means your body is able to get rid of any of the deeper toxins in the tissues. It cleanses the liver and removes any toxins in your gut. It improves your digestive function. It is really also known to increase your immune health, fasting on a regular basis. And also recent research has shown that intermittent fasting may prolong your lifespan. So because there's less reason in the body for oxidation, cellular oxidation, so because of releasing toxins from the system, you are naturally cleansing your body on a regular basis, and that has all the different health benefits. I'm not here to go into the technical details of it. There's plenty of information that you can find. The only thing that I want to bring across today is the benefits and advantages of intermittent fasting. In our clinical practice, we treat conditions such as hypothyroidism. Regular fasting is very important in the treatment of hypothyroidism, but also in the treatment of diabetes. We know it's known that it basically optimizes pancreatic function. It reduces inflammation, which I have said already before. It improves your energy levels drastically. It improves mental clarity. It strengthens your immune health. The benefits go on and on and on. Now, my regime, which I'm happy to share with you, and please feel free to send any comments if you have any questions. I'm happy to answer them. My regime is for about 5 or 6 days a week. I basically stick to low calorie, low carb intake, basically. So I don't have bread or pasta or even grains during the week. I have vegetables, I have fish, and I do eat chicken occasionally. So pretty much high fat, high protein regime, but I make sure that my body doesn't become acidic. So I do have my green juice in the morning, where I put some green leafy vegetables in it with a fresh avocado, a little bit of coconut oil, my fresh ginger, my seed mixes, which is basically hemp seed, flax seeds, almonds, sunflower seeds in it. So I blend that, I drink my green juice, and then I have a breakfast, or I have the green juice sometime midday depending on my schedule. And then in breakfast I usually have some scrambled eggs, or maybe just avocado and some salmon occasionally as breakfast. And this is pretty much my regime throughout the week. In the evening, soup, again some more vegetables that I have. I do eat dairy. I like my cheese. And in fact, what I've actually also noticed is I used to get very sinusy and sluggish when I eat cheese, until I realized it's not so much for me, the cheese. I don't have any dairy intolerances. Of course, there are those who may suffer from dairy intolerances, then that's a different scenario. We can talk about it another time. But for me, I don't, but I still got very sinusy and congested. And I realized it's not the cheese that causes it. It's actually the bread that I ate with the cheese that has caused the congestion. Because now I don't mind even have a little bit of cheese in the evening. Of course, I would ensure from an Ayurvedic perspective that my metabolism is quite strong, because we know in Ayurveda we are not encouraged to eat heavy things like cheese at night time. But my philosophy in life has always been and is, not always. I remember I used to be very fanatic when I first started with Ayurveda, but I always say everything in moderation. There's a magic word, and that magic word is BALANCE. Balance. Everything done in moderation is fine. So my diet, 5 to 6 days a week, that's how it looks like. And then on the weekend, usually on a Sunday, I just eat what I really fancy. It sounds fantastic, it sounds like I go completely overboard. No, because I do the regular fasting, I naturally still make more healthy choices, but I will have a piece of cake. I may have some pasta. I may eat a pizza if I feel like it. Because on that day, we need to really challenge our metabolism. It's almost like giving our system a shock and waking it up, so your metabolism starts to fuel and think, oh my God, what's going on here? And then on the Monday, I go into my liquid fast. So psychologically, it is easier for me to fast on that Monday because I've really eaten whatever I liked on the Sunday, and it's easy to get through the week. So again, please do try out the intermittent fasting and let me know how you feel. Just comment and maybe write me a message, and don't forget to push that button. If you like the video, please push the button, and also don't be shy to share the video with your friends and family that you think could benefit from it, and I look forward to speaking to you soon. Here is Tomaz Mueller, your well-being artist.
Health and well-being from the inside out and the outside in with well-being artist Tomaz Mueller.